India and Pakistan are on the brink. Artillery fire, drone strikes, diplomatic expulsions, and a rising death toll. With nuclear stakes looming large, the world watches in unease. But one figure is missing from the global stage. Why isn't Donald Trump, a former U.S. president and current political heavyweight, leading an emergency effort to ease tensions between these two nuclear powers? The India-Pakistan crisis in 2025 isn't a frozen conflict anymore. It's active and deadly. Over the last few months, ceasefire violations have escalated dramatically. Both sides accuse each other of initiating aggression. India claims Pakistan-backed militants infiltrated across the border, triggering raids and retaliatory shelling. Pakistan counters that Indian forces initiated unprovoked strikes targeting civilian zones. As troop buildups intensify on both sides of the LOC and airspace restrictions remain in place, the world sees a volatile mix of military mobilization, political defiance, and nuclear undertones. Historically, the United States, especially during major India-Pakistan crises, has played a stabilizing role. Diplomatic phone calls, back-channel mediations, and public statements have de-escalated tensions. But now, even as the situation deteriorates, Donald Trump remains largely silent. No emergency statement, no offer of mediation, and no diplomatic delegation. Why? Donald Trump's current focus is razor-sharp, but strictly domestic. Between his 2024 election bid, ongoing legal battles, and a divided political landscape, foreign conflicts are taking a... Simply put, Trump doesn't see political mileage in involving himself in a South Asian conflict that most American voters aren't paying attention to. During his presidency, Trump leaned closer to India, especially under Modi's leadership. Defense deals were signed, joint rallies were held, and India was increasingly seen as a counterbalance to China. Meanwhile, Trump slashed aid to Pakistan, accused them of harboring terrorists, and cooled the long-standing alliance. This favoritism makes Trump an unlikely neutral mediator today. If he steps in, he risks being seen as biased and could damage ties on either side. The current U.S. administration under Biden is issuing cautious calls for peace, but is also restrained. The U.S. has strategic partnerships with both countries and wants to avoid taking sides. This leaves Trump with even less incentive to wade into a complex geopolitical mess, especially while Biden carries the diplomatic torch. But silence isn't neutrality, it's absence. And in a region where perception matters as much as policy, the lack of a strong U.S. diplomatic push creates space for China, Russia, and even non-state actors to influence outcomes. If the crisis spirals further, the consequences could extend beyond South Asia, impacting global trade routes, defense alliances, and even nuclear deterrence frameworks. Donald Trump's absence in this unfolding crisis speaks volumes about how America is recalibrating its global role. For Trump, there is no political upside to intervening, only risks, optics, and backlash. But as always, it's not politicians who suffer the consequences. It's the people living in fear, under fire, and underreported. Will Trump break his silence? Will global leaders act before it's too late? Or is the world about to witness yet another ignored flashpoint in history? Thanks for watching Uncovered Crimes. Subscribe for more deep geopolitical breakdowns, and leave a comment. Should former world leaders like Trump speak up during global crises, or stay out?